Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another Frost Descendant video. So today I have a build guide for the VOLTIA Beam Rifle. I had made a video earlier for Ultimate Bunny and I was using this gun and I got a comment asking for a build. So I thought why not make a build before others ask as well. I haven't made an updated build recently. Now we have multi-hit mods as well. So I have used some of those and come up with a build. Now for anybody new here, the Voltia is not currently available in the game. You cannot farm it right now. That is because this was a battle pass gun. Now, the way to get the battle pass guns from previous seasons is to come to this guy here, Descendant, and go to the trade limited weapons. So what you see here is the different parts for the Sigvoris proof rocket launcher, and you have the Excava assault rifle parts here. So what you do is you run some missions and they give you support coins. So I'll show you the missions. It's the infiltration missions, but there's a little twist. You collect these tokens and then you buy these parts. Now, the Voltia should come back to this guy here in season 3. So you have to wait another season in between. So Sigvoris Proof was the pre-season gun, and so this was available in season 2, early season 2. Excava was the season 1 battle pass gun, so this became available in episode 2 of season 2. So the Voltia should arrive in season 3. And so what you can do for now is collect a bunch of these coins and be prepared, I suppose. So the way you get these coins is you go to the infiltration operations terminal. Okay, so you go to here and you select the infiltration. Let's say you can pick any of them, and you have to do the 100 or 200%, and you have to make sure the other infiltration support is checked. So when you check this, you'll get 5 coins when you finish the mission. If it's not checked, you won't get it, and you won't get it for the 400% either. So if you see this is not available, now if you go 250 and you check this, you'll get the 5 coins here. So you have to run them a lot if you wanted to get the 5 sets, but you can collect the coins in the meantime if you have nothing better to do, or if you really want the Voltia. And hopefully they give you other ways of doing that as well. Now, they did give 30 coins in one of the login events. So you can see here I have 35. I had run the infiltration once to get the 5 coins, and then they gave 30 in one of the missions. They also give away some of the blueprints via ETA 0. Now, I've never really collected the weapon blueprints from ETA, but they seem to be dropping them. I recently picked up a couple of them because most of the early weapons I already had 5 copies, so I never bothered. But if you see here, I have 1 copy of Sigvoris Proof synthetic fiber and 1 of the Excava. These 2 I got from ETA 0. So keep an eye on the ETA 0, check the login events. Hopefully they do something else to make your life a little easier, because you'll have to run the operation 6 times just to get 1 of these, and then for each of them, and then if you want 5 sets, you have to do the whole thing again and again. So there'll be a lot of points. Now, another thing you have to also do is collect something called neuromorphic chip. So you go here to the weapon section, and let's say you wanted to collect the Excava parts. You see here we have the research materials. The neuromorphic chip is only available in the void vessel in the red boxes, the one with the red light, the broken boxes. You'll get these from there. So you can make it a habit if you're going to the void vessel regularly to open the red boxes. All right, so we are in the lab. Let's quickly go over the build here. Some minor adjustments. I won't go into too much detail, but I'll explain some of the mods that I've changed around. So basically this gun, let's have a look at the weapon specs first. Base damage firearm is 8499, so 8,500. The electric attack base is 2635. Fire rate is decent for a beam rifle, 666. That is the base number. 42 base stat on the rounds per magazine. Now this is not great because beam rifles, they do the most damage when they hit stage 3. And if you don't have enough ammo, you'll run out of bullets and you'll have to reload and lose the progress. So I'll show that in the lab and how that works. So 2.5 second reload time, 15% crit rate, and 1.5 crit damage. So this is one of those guns that's sort of in between. You can build with crit or you can build without crit. I've decided to build without crit for this one, and it seems to do fine. You can try the crit build as well, but because we have multi-hit stuff, I thought we'll go with non-crit. The multi-hit damage here is nothing particularly great, but it's 0.29 times. So let's say almost 30%. Accuracy is great on the gun. The unique ability is basically the chain lightning. So when you hit one enemy, the thing also hits other enemies. So let's get level 100 Vulpes or something. So basically, if you hit one enemy, you can see you're doing damage to the others as well. So you can see here the others are also taking some damage. The main guy is taking most of the damage, obviously, but the others also take some damage. So yeah, that helps with softening the enemies. The other thing for this gun is it hits both types of shields in the void vessels. There's like a blue shield and like an orange shield. One shield is broken with guns, one shield is broken with skills. This is the only gun that can break both the shields. So that is the unique point of this gun. And the enhancement level increases the firearm damage that you do to all the enemies. So that is the weapon spec and the unique ability. Now, if we look at the build here, so we have the standard rifling reinforcement, action and reaction. Then I've put two electric mods, electric enhancement, electric priority. We have charge amplification for more firearm attack. This is because I'm building non-crit, so we are reducing the crit damage here and taking more firearm attack. Then we have multi-piercing damage, multi-piercing trigger. So we get multi-hit damage and multi-hit chance with this one. And we also have multi-percussion. This gives us 40% multi-hit chance, again at the expense of critical hit damage. We don't need that, so we can sacrifice that. Fire rate. And then I have two mods, these ultimate mods. One is compressed high voltage round special mod. So if you're hitting an enemy 3 times in a row from a distance of 20 meters or more, you do 78% more electric damage. So basically, this guy here, let's say, this is about 5 meters. To this black line, it's about 10 meters. So 15 here, 20 around here. So if you are 20 meters or more, you will do more damage, more electric damage. Okay. So basically, if you are against bigger enemies, elites, bosses at the end of 400% dungeons, try to just step back a little bit. You are probably going to be a little further away. So once you get the hang of it, or like an idea of how far 20 meters is, you can just do a little more damage by just standing back a little. So that is how this mod works. The next mod is high voltage plasma. So when you hit the same enemy consecutively, your electric attack increases again up to 20 stacks, and then the target that you're hitting, they lose 1.5% defense every stack. Now it doesn't say minus defense here, so I was a little confused, like is the target getting more defense or something? But I had a look at the other element mods, the equivalent of this mod. So you have corrosive for the toxic, super cool for the chill variant of this one. So with this one, you can see it says defense minus 1.5%, and over here minus 1.5%. So I assume they just forgot to write the minus 1.5%. It's a tooltip issue, but that should be the case, like that you are reducing the damage, the defense of the enemy. Okay, and so yeah, so that is basically the setup here. Now with this, we are getting some multi-hit chance. This one is giving us 15, this is giving us 40, and I've also put multi-hit chance and multi-hit damage on the weapon options. So I've gone with firearm attack, electric attack, multi-hit chance, multi-hit damage. Okay, and luckily I got gold, so we are doing another 15.8 multi-hit chance here. In the course, what I've done is in the free one, I put rounds per magazine. I could have put another electric. I could have put fire rate. Fire rate wouldn't make sense here, but the rounds per magazine makes more sense because of the level 3, the stage 3 of the beam rifle. So let me show you that as well. So over here, if you see just above the ammo, you see that thing, the curve here. So this is stage 1, the second on the right. This is stage 2, and this is stage 3. So you need to get to stage 3 and still have some bullets left to do the damage, because the gun does the most damage at stage 3. So if you see here, stage 2, stage 3, we still have about 70-ish bullets left. So that's why if you only had 40 bullets, you will probably have like 10 bullets left when you reach stage 3. So this way, you still have a lot of bullets and you can do the maximum damage at stage 3 with the beam rifle. Okay. So that is the reason for putting rounds per magazine in the free core. Then you have the orange one with the firearm attack, standard stuff, electric in the element core, and then fire rate, I have put 19%. In the purple, you can leave it blank because it's no longer used, because earlier I had the bonus firearm attack versus order of truth, but I've changed that to multi-hit stuff now. So that is wasted, so leave that. And that's also not very useful because against specific faction, it's not worth it. So yeah, you can leave that blank. So that is the build for the VOLTIA Beam Rifle. And yeah, I use it in the Void Vessel regularly. I don't really use it anywhere else. You can use it in the special operations because they have put those shields on enemies to stop Reyna from killing everything with her contagion mod, because otherwise you just throw the Q in one of the points A or B and all the enemies will die. So they put these shields on some of the enemies, so you have to use the gun to break that. So that is those are like the two main areas where I use the VOLTIA beam rifle, and this is perhaps the only good beam rifle. So that is the build for the VOLTIA beam rifle. Thank you for watching, and let me know how you build yours, and if you are interested in getting this, if you are a newer player, you did not get this, because I'm hoping they make it a little easier to get the previous Battle Pass weapons. But so far, apart from VOLTIA and now the Malevolent, the previous two were not that great, the Battle Pass guns. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. See you next time.